Welcome back to Good Morning Zimbabwe. As promised a little bit earlier on that we still have so much for you and we've got some exciting guests in studio. This one right here is a recent winner at the Crown Gospel Awards 2022 and he was the best African artist for this year. We start off with a song from him. In case you don't know who we're talking about, here's a little clue of who I have in studio. That's right, you got it right. We have Minister Michael Mahendere in studio today. I'm very starstruck, I should say, and I'm happy that it's the second time I'm meeting you in 2022.
It is
such a blessed year it is. Congratulations on your recent award, by the way. Maybe you can tell, we can start off with that. How did it feel having a latest addition to an already long list of awards?
Yeah, I thank God for that. It's a great privilege and honor to be appreciated for what you are doing. You know, most of the time we are just concentrating on encouraging people and inspiring people through the music that we do. And rarely we have people that are also doing the same. So I think these awards are meant to encourage us to do more and to continue to be creative. And we are grateful that this year we received the Crown Gospel Awards 2022, the best of Africa.
And, best of Africa. And I like that part, best of Africa, not just the best of Zimbabwe, but best of Africa.
Sure.
And speaking of which, we're hoping that you also expand your reach out of Africa. I'm so happy that you're here because not too long ago we were talking about your tour that you did in the United States of America, particularly the one that you did in Dallas.
Sure.
How was that experience for you?
Well, it was awesome. You know, we thank God for Accelerate Enterprise. Of course, they were in partnership with Grace Homestead and Harvest International Church and World Remit. But it was an amazing experience. You know, I've never seen anything like that. They say that it has never happened in that fashion.
Wow.
We had a great turnout. In fact, it was sold out and we ended up just having people just standing everywhere. There's never been such a gathering ever, whether in gospel or secular. And we were shocked with what happened there, and we did the best that we could, and people are still talking about it. Yes.
They still are, and for us here, who were here at home, to even hear the news that you broke a record in the United States of America, came with its own pride. We were so proud to have one of our own representing all the way in Dallas. But it is now the year end. We're just left with 2 days until 2023. We've got so much going on, so many shows going around in the country. People are crossing over. We're expecting something from Minister Michael Mahendere.
No, I'll be at church. You know, I'll be in UFIC church with my father, Prophet Mano Makandiwa. And then on the 1st, we have Anot, which is hosted by the mighty Janet Manyoa. And we are going to be having Tekshua Zama there, and also Dr. Tumi from South Africa, Sharon Manyika, Tembalami, the list goes on. So we are expecting to have a wonderful time. That will be our first appearance in 2023.
Yes. And it's definitely one to look forward to. I mean, the lineup already is very, very exciting and exhilarating.
Awesome.
And any plans for 2023? Are we expecting any big projects? I know 2022 was quite a big year for you, and as fans, we're always looking forward to more.
2023, we continue to expand, like you've said. We are going to do something in the United States of America with one of the biggest artists there. And also we are going continental as well. I'm doing something in Ghana, Nigeria, Tanzania, Kenya. And back home, we are going to do a lot by the grace of God.
Wow.
Yes.
By the grace of God, for
by
sure.
The grace of God.
But before we let you go, maybe a few words of advice, and especially for Christians who might not have had a great year. I know 2022 was quite a challenging year for a lot of people. Are there any words of encouragement that you'd like to share before we get into the new year?
Yeah, sure. This is what I believe. Every problem graduates or let me rephrase. Every problem is looking for people that can solve those problems. So when you have a problem in life, when it comes to you, it is coming to be solved by you, not that you become that problem. So whenever we have challenges coming our way, it is coming to be solved by us, and we become better when we are problem solvers. So there's no person without problems in life, but when they come, you have to solve them, and then you get to the next level of your life. So take challenges, work on them, and be the best you, the best version of yourself.
Some very wise words coming from Minister Michael Mahendere. And every time that he is here, I always have the crew talking in my ear. We cannot let him go without him singing something for us. I know I'm putting you on the spot, but you're such a great performer. You'll do well.
I'm just going to say these words. Some people, they wanted to achieve something this year. I just want to say, Zvaringana. All is well, it is well, it shall be well, Maranewe. All is well, it is well, it shall be well, Mari Anewe. Zvaringana, Zvakaringana, Zvicharingana, Mari Anewe.
Oh, such lovely words to close off 2022 on. And congratulations once again on your award at the Crown Gospel Awards 2022. We wish you more to come. We wish you a very prosperous 2023. And thank you for gracing us with your presence today.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
All right. So that was Minister Michael Mahendere. You can find him on all social media platforms. It is at Minister Michael Mahendere. Please go out and support, buy his music, buy his album, subscribe to his YouTube channel. We'll close it off once again with some more inspirational music from the man himself, the gospel man representing Zimbabwe. That was Raringane coming through from Minister Michael Mahendere. We now get into trending with Curtly. The man himself is in the building.
Salutations. Thank you so much for staying with us here on Good Morning Zimbabwe. Yes, indeed, we did have the man himself. Yes, Minister Michael Mahendere was in the building. And indeed, we want to appreciate all things to do with his latest single, which is an offering from Julian King, which is Rekete. Yes, Julian King actually did an absolute intermerge with Minister Michael Mahendere, as you have seen. And at the same time, here on Trending with Curtly, we want to appreciate that all things to do with everything that was trending was already done. So we're not going to take too much time speaking about that interview. But as you have seen, Nicole has come through and also appreciated that Minister Michael Mahendere has also managed to appreciate, or to be appreciated rather, in the music industry, within the gospel space. And this is not just in Zimbabwe, but within the African space. As we move along, this morning we also want to speak to you, Zimbabwe. Yes, indeed. We say no to violence. And at this moment in time, we have come to a point where, you know, we cannot, on Wednesday, yes, we try to avoid it. We said here on Trending with Curtly, we say no to violence. But at the same time, you do know that there were two bouncers from a local hangout spot in Zimbabwe that came to a point where the whole nation was talking about them. And in as much as they were talking about them, they were at large. But at this present moment, yes, these two bouncers who go by the name of Gideon as well as Munya are now in custody of the police. And at this point in time, ladies and gentlemen, I speak to you on a national television. We do say that there is no point for you to bring weapons. There is no point for you to bring out knives or even guns at a local hangout spot. And at this also point in time, I also want to say to you that as a nation, we should come together. When we are hanging out, there should never be a point in time where there are, you know, weapons or whatever it is, because everything can be resolved by the word of mouth, and communication is always key. We also want to appreciate that we are getting into the new year, and yes, this is the very last episode of Trending with Curtly that you'll be able to watch this year, 2022. And 2023 will be a greater year for whatever the segment brought for you. And it will be all things trending. Bigger, better, as well as more appreciated. Nicole, I do know that we are in a season where we are all festive, but what is the message to the world?
Just like you rightfully said, let's be each other's keeper. I mean, there is no need for us to be, you know, violent with each other. No need to be fighting, and of course to drink responsibly. And remember, Kid December is about to come to an end. January is about to come as well, so you've got to be responsible with your finances. Yeah.
Oh yes, most definitely. And yes, it is blessings from us here at ZBC. My name is Curtly Gwindi, Kurt by name and not by nature, at Trending with Curtly on all social media platforms, at Curtly Gwindi on my personal pages. And yes, festive season, festive love, and at the same time, let's be safe. Let's drive safe, let's appreciate each other, and let's spread love. This is a Good Morning Zimbabwe.